We're doing the things we're supposed to be doing. Our hair is not always our priority. While I'm picking out my fruit, my hair's conditioning and moisturizing. While I'm picking out my meat, my hair's moisturizing and conditioning. You're going to stick with it and your hair's going to love you for it because you're just locking in more moisture. You're not allowing your hair to get as dry just to retain length. But then you're stressing yourself out and you're going to end up pulling out your hair anyway. Hi guys, Kelsey Kurls here. Welcome back to my channel. If you read the title of this video, this is my tips for lazy naturals. Before I start, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Snapchat. And if you like the video, and if you like my previous videos, please subscribe. Watch some more videos by me. And also, in the description bar below, there's a link to all my videos in a playlist. Binge watch on the Kelsey Kurls channel. Now that I've done my little promoting, if you want to see my tips for lazy naturals, just keep watching and let's get into the video. I've mentioned this a couple times now. I mentioned this in my how to create a natural hair regime or routine. That video will be in the iCards and in the description bar below, so click on that. I understand, guys, we're busy, we're studying, we're working hard, we're moving towards our dreams, we're doing the things we're supposed to be doing. Our hair is not always our priority, yeah? You got other things you need to do, you got kids, you got a husband, you got a man, you don't have all of those things, you got studies to do, you got work to do, you got things you want to achieve. So, how can I help you? What can I say and what are the tips I can bring to you to make your life easier when it comes to your natural hair journey? One of my first tips are hot oil treatment on the go. There will soon be a video of my hot oil and honey treatment. I put that in my hair. Go all the way to Morrison's, which is my local supermarket. You guys, depending on where you are in the world, you might not have a Morrison's. Target, Walmart, whatever you have in your country. Go to the local supermarket, buy everything I need to buy, come back, wash it out. Saves me some time, saves me some effort. While I'm picking out my fruit, my hair's conditioning and moisturizing. While I'm picking out my meat, my hair's moisturizing and conditioning. 2 birds, 1 stone. Second tip is the same thing. Do the same thing with deep conditioning. If you go to the gym and you washed your hair now, you're like, oh shit, I ain't been to the gym. You're almost done your wash day process. Put in a slap in your conditioner, head to the gym, do your workout. All of that heat and sweating is actually going to help your hair because, you know, hot oil treatments, deep conditioners that have some form of heat related to them. That's why you always put a shower cap on, all of that. That's great for the hair, great for that moisturization, great for that absorption. You had an amazing workout, got a sweat on, your hair got a sweat on, and now your hair is more moisturized than ever. My next tip, detangle your hair in the shower. So the steam and the water are gonna help loosen your curls and open up your pores to your scalp, which is gonna make your detangling process easier. And it's also gonna allow you to absorb whatever product you're putting in your hair better because your hair shaft and the pores in your scalp are open and ready to receive whatever you're ready to put in there. My next tip is to refresh an old style. 3 weeks ago, I washed my hair and put my hair in some twists. This is an old twist style. I don't have time or the energy to keep washing my hair every 2 weeks or every week. I know I'm supposed to, but I'm lazy and it's winter time, it's cold. I don't really have energy for it. Let me be dead real. So one thing I like to do is refresh old styles. So if your twist out starts looking dead, throw it in a bun. If your bun starts looking dead, put it in 2 space buns. Try to refresh that style. Add your water if you're leaving to kind of refresh those curls, add that moisture back in and just flip it for a new style. A tip that I mentioned, like I said, in the video that's going to be in the iCards, which is my how to create a natural hair routine and regime. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't even need to explain it. You know what that means. Keep it simple. If you do too much, you ain't got time for that. Like, we're busy people. We got things to do. Like, My hair is not my whole life. I love my hair, I do. I love talking to you guys and being passionate about hair, but it's not my whole entire life. So my tip to you guys is to keep it fucking simple. Keep it simple. If you keep your routine simple, keep your regime simple, if you schedule in time when you're going to do your hair and keep that simple, you're going to stick with it and your hair is going to love you for it. If you make it too difficult, you ain't going to have time for it. Same like the gym. I ain't been to the gym and I don't even know how long because it's too difficult. I'm not saying the gym's difficult, but you know what I mean? Like being that motivated, that's something that's difficult for me. So I'm kind of giving all the excuses in the world for it. Same way with your hair. Your hair is a long day process. It's a whole day process. Keep it simple. Next tip is to use products that are double duty or you can use in two different ways. For example, conditioners that you can leave in, moisturizers that you can use to detangle your hair, just products that you can use in two different ways to kind of cut down the amount of time and the amount of energy you have to put in to this crown right here. Next tip, invest in quality tools. When I say quality tools, get a quality bonnet, get a quality hat, which happens to have a satin or silk lining. Your hair is going to love you. You're going to love your hair for it. Makes things easier for yourself. And get a satin pillowcase. Get a satin pillowcase or a silk pillowcase. Reason why I say invest in quality tools. If you keep your hair as moisturized as possible and lock in all of that moisture, you don't have to re-moisturize your hair on a regular basis. For someone who wants to use a cotton pillowcase and doesn't have a microfiber towel or doesn't use a t-shirt on their hair, they're gonna have to re-moisturize your hair way more than someone who is using a satin pillowcase, using a satin scarf, and using a microfiber towel or a t-shirt. Because you're just locking in more moisture. You're not allowing your hair to get as dry, which is then making your hair regime and routine easier, because you don't have to wash your hair all the time. You don't have to re-moisturize your hair all the time. It's about lazy natural life. Like, come on, like, if you invest in quality tools, they're gonna last long, obviously, because they're quality, and it's gonna cut down your re-moisturizing and washing time. Easy, no? Next tip is to trim your hair regularly. We all know, because we're lazy, we get single strand knots, we get them ratty ends, we get them split ends, and if you don't trim them regularly, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, to the point where it's gonna take you longer to detangle your hair. It's gonna be more hair you're gonna end up cutting off. It's gonna be more conditioner you end up using because you're trying to keep these ends. Nah, just snip that off, snip it off, cut it off, trim it. When you see them there, the single strand knots, the split ends, the ratty ends there, snip that shit the fuck off. Get rid of it. Easy. Because as soon as you get rid of that, the things that's hanging you down. Sorry, let me bring it back to English. Sorry, my guy. Why are you gonna take longer and stress yourself out more by detangling ratty ends and detangled ends and single strand knots just to retain length? But then you're stressing yourself out and you're gonna end up pulling out your hair anyway. Just trim it off, just cut it off, cut it on a regular, simple as that. One more tip for lazy naturals. For me, I feel like this is something you cannot get away from. Do not rush your detangling process. Do not, because you have put in all of this work to get your hair to a certain stage, and then you're gonna want to start feeling like, you know, I'm gonna start rushing it. Then you realize your hair starts messing up. Take your time with your detangling process. Everything else, if you cut down the time for everything else, you start detangling in the shower. Look, 2 birds, 1 stone. You're going to be doing things quicker. Your hair's still going to be moisturized. You're still going to be doing everything you're supposed to be doing. But do not rush your detangling process. Guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe and be part of the notification gang. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Snapchat. And like I always say, be unapologetically you. Be the best version of you can be. Hope you got something productive done today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!